Well, there is a big day coming up. It's just 4 days from now. This is July 20th we're talking about. Now, I know what you're thinking. What exactly is going on 4 days from now? Did you forget to buy me a birthday present? Is that what's coming up? Is it back to school already? Is summer already over? No, it's actually none of that. This is Japan's upper house election. Now, okay, yeah, so what? Who cares? I mean, unless you live in Japan, who really cares? It probably doesn't really affect us that much. And yeah, you'd mostly be right. It's probably not something we really have to care about that much if we don't live there. Well, that might not necessarily be true. If you enjoy playing any games from Japan that are anything above E rated, I'm not talking Mario, okay? I'm talking the games where you have to put your big boy pants on. I'm talking about like the Persona series, maybe even like Final Fantasy. I don't think that's rated E. Yeah, anything that's maybe considered weird or out there or has a little naughty word here or there or some blood and gore, those games could actually be at risk. So you see, what exactly am I talking about? Well, you see, there are two main political parties in Japan, the Liberal Democratic Party, or LDP, and the Constitutional Democratic Party, or CDP. Now, you can see right here the projections are looking like the LDP is going to win, the CDP isn't going to do so great. But as with a lot of democratic elections, there are more than just the two main parties. There are other ones as well. And the one that we are actually talking about right now is one of the really smaller ones. This is the eighth from the top, kind of in the middle there, Sanseitō. Actually, I think it's Sanseitō, but yes, this is a political party. Yes, they are definitely a minority party. Yes, they are not huge, but it looks like they are actually growing in popularity. And since this is an election for Senate-like seats, it's not just, one person or the other becoming president. Sanseitō is actually projected to have some of its members at least take some chairs, some Senate seats 4 days from now. So now why exactly does this matter? Well, if you guessed, Sanseitō does hold some of these beliefs that, yeah, maybe there needs to be some censorship on anime and video games. Because you see, like all political parties in the world, they have a website where they list a lot of their policies, what they want to do. And this part in particular is very interesting, where they talk about video games and anime in Japan. Now, this was obviously translated, so there's kind of some formatting stuff and some grammatical stuff that's kind of off. So it says kind of in that bottom section that Japan's manga, anime, and game industries are expected to earn 4.7 trillion yen from overseas in 2022. Now, that was 3 years ago. Don't really know why they're talking about that like in the future tense. Again, translation thing. But they say we will position these as Japan's core industries and support their further development. So they are wanting to back these entertainment industries. But they say furthermore, manga, anime, and games have gone beyond mere entertainment and have become important tools for Japan's cultural diplomacy and international influence, and we will strategically utilize these cultural assets to deepen mutual understanding within the world. So, okay, that's kind of vague here. Now, right under that, we get this. 5 bullet points kind of talking about this entertainment industry, but the last one is what is really concerning. It says the value of manga, anime, and games will not be judged based on economic rationality, but rather authority will be delegated to the Agency for Cultural Affairs to ensure their healthy development as culture. Now, that sounds kind of odd, sounds kind of off, maybe due to translation, but I want to highlight Automaton's article specifically from this bullet point. Theirs translated a little bit differently. It sounds kind of the same, but it almost sounds a little bit even more concerning. So it says their last proposed measure says, quote, delegating authority to the Agency for Cultural Affairs to ensure the wholesome development of manga, anime, and games as culture rather than judging their value based on economic rationale. So they want to see all of this entertainment industry as more than just bringing in cash, but rather how it represents Japan. And yes, while that by itself doesn't sound bad, they want the government to actually have authority over these industries to ensure that video games and manga and anime that come out of Japan are quote-unquote wholesome. Yeah, that's definitely a concern. What do you think Persona's gonna look like after that censorship, after that filter? Bunch of kids in school fighting the system? Nope, they're gonna be fighting to get good grades. That's all Persona's gonna be about. Yeah, definitely concerning. Like I said, this political party, is not as big as the big two, but it is gaining traction. So with them to have this stance is quite a bit concerning, not just for people in Japan, but for everybody in the world that enjoys entertainment from Japan.